What's up YouTube land, Xeno Gaming here, and welcome to round 13 of FRL this weekend. We are at the Russian Grand Prix, and it's a tough one to be excited for. It's the Russian Grand Prix at the end of the day, but then at the same time, you never know. It's a track that you got to be very careful with penalties, because you can easily extend the track limits around here. Very difficult to manage that. And it's also a track, where I have been pretty decent on in the past. Had me up and down moments here in league racing, that's for sure. So, yeah, we're going to hopefully be able to have a decent result here. And, we'll get on with the action. And this is my first out lap in qualifying. And if you're looking at this, I was actually on my phone while I was doing this. So, that's why. And this is a bit of a blooper moment. So, just on the out lap, and it was... Don't text and drive, pretty much. That should be, So kids, don't do it. It's bad for you. But anyway, this is now my first actual lap in the qualifying session. So this is the second set of tyres. So I put on a new set of tyres. Wasn't going to deal with those tyres that we used on that out lap, and off we go. So this is actually my best qualifying lap from the session on the first flying lap. So here we go into turn 1, fourth gear. Got that stopped nicely. And now we head through into turn 3, sweeping left-hander, no problems here, obviously, easy corner, and then this is an important corner for the first sector, and nailed that pretty well. Also in fourth gear, and back to fourth gear for this corner as well. Probably could have been a little bit more on the curb, missed the apex slightly there, and then into this fast right-hander, fifth gear, got that one nicely, almost exceeded track limits there, just about avoided it. And got the left-hander in fifth gear done nicely as well. Then back down to fourth gear. So this is an important corner onto the straight here, and I feel like I did that one pretty well as well. So this has actually been a really decent lap so far. And now coming here into the chicane, and this is back down to third gear just before the 100-meter board, and hitting that curve nicely. Now trying to drive out, missed the apex horribly there on the left chicane, and into this horrible little section here, this left-right chicane. Absolutely hate these two corners, and that was okay, it was decent. Now coming into the last two corners, going to be very committed. Fourth gear corner here, and going to be very good through this last corner here. Third gear, not worried about the exit, and yeah, decent time there, and it's put us in third place currently, a 1 minute 30.6. This is now the third and last set of tyres we're using, so the second flying run though, and I invalidated the lap, so that was no good. But the time was good enough only for P9 in the end, so the track evolved, and I probably did have a better time in myself on the last run if I had got the lap. I mean, the first sector was pretty much even with my first lap time, but I think there was time to be found in my first lap still, and unfortunately we just weren't able to find it, so with that invalidation, so that's a little bit of a shame. Ninth place it is, and Baraka on pole, very close between him and Tom, so yeah, good on those guys, and we'll go to the race now and just hope we have a little bit more race pace than what we did qualifying pace. So, not going to bore you too much with the strategy screen. It's pretty obvious what the strategy is. It's going to be a simple one-stop, soft tyres to medium. I might pit a little bit early off my soft tyres just to get an undercut, but we'll see how it goes. The medium tyres have pretty good life around here, so yeah, we'll see how that all plays out for the start of the Russian Grand Prix. And yeah, 9th on the grid, as I said. My teammate, it's not Trav for this weekend, he's not racing, a reserve driver, and he's out qualified me, so yeah, got to step my game up in qualifying, that's for sure. But race is where the points are scored, so here we go as we wait for the 5 red lights to come on. Here they come, so we are ready for the Russian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go here, and we make a decent start off the grid, but then there's a big crash there in front of us, and we have to take avoiding action. And now we've got a Williams of Mirror coming through, and then the safety car is deployed. The Ferrari gets ahead of us under safety car in my opinion, but I try to get back ahead, but he wasn't having it, so that was really frustrating because I didn't think he deserved that position, but that is what it is. My teammate did get caught up in that. Also did Rogers and I'm not sure who the other, Forever Shack I think was the other party. So yeah, always a tricky one. A first corner accident at Russia. Anyway, we now move on to the restart here on lap number 4, and I didn't want to be stuck behind this Ferrari on a medium compound tyre, so I'm using all my ERS here, my overtake button, and we've got a good slipstream now. We've got a good run. We're getting side by side here into turn 1, turn 2, sorry, and we're getting the job done. So yeah, not too bad. And we move up in the 7th, and now we're going to chase down King Mural, who got ahead of us at the start because we had to lift off the throttle and avoid an accident, which I feel like I avoided pretty well. But we're here in lap 7, been behind him for about 2 laps now. Haven't been getting close in the DRS, so now having a much bigger go here, coming down the back straight. We've had a good run here, and I'm going to send one down the inside. He moved across to me a little bit in the brake zone, and that kind of just, it forced me to cut the track there. As you see, I got a track warning, and then I went into him because I had a tied a pinched line, and yeah, that was all a bit awkward. Then I missed my braking point here horribly, and he gets back past. But I also now have a damaged front wing, and the understeer was immediate. I didn't really pick it up in these last 2 corners, but I picked it up straight away in this next lap. So, but even now I'm understeering a little bit in the last corner, and he's pulled a gap on me. So I'm going to be able to keep up with him down straight here. I'm still trying to overtake him here, and then I bring up the damage here, and I see the damaged front wing, and my heart just sank a little bit, because now I'm thinking any chance of a podium's gone. I send one around the outside here. That was never going to work, unfortunately. Yeah, he kind of just moved over while in the braking zone. It just, he didn't fully block me, but it just kind of, yeah, threw me off, and then I was never going to, yeah, be able to avoid the accident, unfortunately. And I was already committed, and yeah, maybe if he just sticks to the line, maybe there's no I don't lose the front wing there, or break the front wing, and I'm able to get through cleanly. But he's got every right to defend his position, I guess. But yeah, it just threw me off, him moving over in the brake zone, which is a little bit of a shame. And now we've got to change the front wing. We're here on lap 8. You saw when I came into the pits how much I lost a second to him already on that following lap. So I had to come in straight away, and this is a way I was actually going to pit on this lap anyway, regardless, just so I could get an undercut. And now this is just to really damage limitation. So we're coming here to end of lap 12. A lot of the guys, not a lot of people have pitted yet. This is Steve coming out of the pits, and he's coming out behind me. Now he was about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds behind me. I didn't realise how far he was behind me originally. In the race at that time, I thought, well, I'm not as close as I thought I was here, but I was actually a lot closer than what I realised here. And so this was a good move. And now coming here onto lap 14, we got Mirrell in the pits, and we're a long way ahead of him. So I don't know if he's been caught up in some sort of accident, or if he's had to change his front wing. I don't know why he's so far behind, but he is. So that was nice to see that. But we also got Baraka strangely ahead of us, and I'm not sure why he's so close. So he must have been caught up in some sort of accident as well. But we now got Steve coming at us here, which is because I made a mistake on the last lap, and now he's right alongside us in the turn 1, leave him the room. But we managed to drive around the outside and hold the position here, use a bit of overtake through turn 4 here, and maintain the position of 11th place. So yeah, we're doing a bit of a salvage job at the minute, and we're just going to keep pressing forward. We've got the Alfa Romeo here in front of us now, and this will be a simple overtake when we open the DRS. You can see he goes to the inside. I don't even follow the toe there, which is a little bit silly, but yeah, we managed to get that done pretty easily, able to brake online into turn 1, and job done. And now I'm moving up into 9th place. So we're here. This is lap 16. We've got a yellow flag out, and now we've got a proper yellow flag out, safety car. Yeah, so this is an interesting safety car, and you can see there's not a lot of wear on these tyres, but a fresh set of softs can easily get to the end of the Grand Prix, and they're just too good to pass up on a fresh set of softs. So the difference between a slightly worn medium and a fresh set of softs are going to be massive. So it's a no-brainer decision, especially with, you know, there'll be at least 7-8 laps of racing when we get underway, so maybe even 9. So yeah, we're going to come in and no-brainer decision, get the soft tyre on and have a sprint to the finish. It's going to be a really good finish here, and this is really annoying not being able to get released immediately from pit lane, but eventually we do. And yeah, we're going to come back out in exactly the same spot, so that little fumble there in the pits hasn't cost me any time. So we're behind Baraka, and we're still behind Baraka. So yeah, now it's all about just being, can we overtake people around this Sochi track, and you're going to have to do it without DRS here as well in the early stages. And you know, I don't know if it's going to be able to be done. So here we go. I didn't expect a restart, that's why I'm so far back here. And then it was only at the last second I realised, oh shit, we're going for a restart. So yeah, don't know, it was a bit of a late call from the FIA here, but we are, or the stewards, and we're going again. And you see a bit of a hold up at the last corner helps us here. Baraka has a massive slide out of the last corner. And yeah, my tyres are nowhere near up to temperature. Have a look at that. And we've got a run here on Baraka, and now he's probably about 7, 8 tenths a lap quicker than me. I could have sent one up the inside here, but I thought I played the long game here. I'm going to let Baraka go because he's just going to re-overtake me in a lap's time or later in the laps. And you can see much quicker he got off the corner than me. So, unbelievable. And he actually got past the Alfa Romeo car. So he's just unbelievably quick to launch off the corner like that. And now the goal is to get ahead of this Alfa Romeo, and we're going to do that immediately here. He's all over the joint, old medium tyres. Got a slipstream here. Going to just use overtake mode to get past. And I turned it off here, thinking job done. And then he starts coming back at me. So I now know I have to do the job on the brakes, but that should be easily done. And he's still on the inside there, so I leave him space. And we're able to go around the outside there. That's a nice move with that 3 cars wide ahead. But now lap 20 here, we've got the Ferrari ahead. No DRS still. And I have to re-engage overtake mode here, and now we're getting close. I've turned it off, I've turned it on. So now I'm going to set one up the inside, but I'm not quite side by side. A bit of contact there. Have a bit of a moment on the rear end, and he maintains the position here. So we're battling over 9th place at the minute. And now this is going to be a bit of an annoying moment here. He runs wide, and I kind of understeer a little bit in his dirty area and go slightly off track. That's a warning for track limits. That's my second warning now. And at the time, I thought that was my first warning because I didn't even realise I picked up a warning when I made contact with Muriel, because he'd squeezed me that much into the apex. But now we've got a chance here, potentially with just ERS. There's no DRS yet, and I'm getting a good slipstream effect as well. You can see we're coming at him quite a bit here, and I know I have to make this move here because I'm losing touch to the guys ahead. And I go very late in the brakes, just push him out wide and get the job done. So that is now 9th place, and we're just going to keep moving forward. And we unfortunately pick up a 3-second time penalty, and that one really annoyed me because it was just, yeah, a mistake that didn't. It was just a poor mistake, poor error. And now we got car going up the inside here, and there's contact. It's a Ferrari Hervina. We're going to go around the outside of him, and that's a nice little move there to get around the outside of him. And he was trying to get past Slardis, and I've got the high ground here. He's still on my outside, but I'm just going to scored him a little bit wide, and that's the job done for 8th place. Now we've got Slardis, who's on the medium tyre. So he was behind me before the safety car. He didn't pit, and you can see the results here. Obviously it was much wiser to pit. And now we've got a bit of DRS here, and he's going to defend to the inside actually, and I'm going to go to the outside, and I can brake on the racing line, leave him a bit of space on the apex. He's got his nose in there, but job done. That was a really nice move actually, probably the best move in this little fight back here on the soft tyre. And now we got Raz and Henry ahead, and Henry has a huge moment here, goes into the barrier, and that's really unfortunate for him. And now that's definitely a broken wing. And we got Raz here. I'm going to send one up the inside, and as I was going up the inside, I was thinking of Kimi Räikkönen, because that's what he did to Bottas back a few years ago at that corner, and luckily that samed in the curb. But now we're having a go at Raz here on the DRS, and we're going to go to the inside here, and it's very close. There's a bit of contact. He goes off the track. Now he's on the inside. I'm going to undercut him here and get the position, use a bit of overtake mode, and I go very late here into the chicane. There's a bit more contact between us, But I eventually get it done at that shitty little chicane that really, it's like the Barcelona chicane, just such a bad corner, and 2 corners, and really is not necessary. It just, yeah, it doesn't help. Anyway, I just hate that corner, personally. Now, this is the last lap. I had to build a gap to Raz because I had 3 seconds and Hervina, and we managed to do that in the last 2 laps. And now, Vengeance, I don't have to overtake him here. He's got a few penalties, but I've got the run on him here, and it's a pride thing to finish ahead on track, and so that's what I did, and this was a clean overtake, and Vengeance was smart about it. He just let me go. And yeah, now we move up into 4th place on track, and we're also in 4th place on merit. So we're going to come around the final 2 corners. Baraka's going to come across the line to win the Grand Prix, so well done to him. Tom's going to finish in 2nd place with my teammate in 3rd, so great job by him on, I don't know if this is his first race in FRL or how many races he's done, but great job to him to finish on the podium. And I'll take a 4th place, you know, after changing a front wing. Safety car helped me, but I don't know where it would have finished without the safety car, but I don't know if it would have been a top 5 result today. So yeah, P4 is a great result at the end of the day. So we'll take that, and 12 points in the bank. Championship looks like it's all but over in terms that the front. Baraka is just absolutely killing it, and I think he looks like he has this sewn up now. I'm actually not sure of the points as of now. Probably should be a little bit on top of that, but I'm not on top of that at the minute. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's league race video. I certainly enjoyed the ending. The ending of the race was fantastic. A lot of overtakes, a lot of exciting action. But if you did like it, leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel for plenty more F1 content. And comment your feedback down in the comment section below. Until the next one, I will see you guys next time. Till then, goodbye.